Musketeers.
Now, you might be thinking Musketeers for Black History Month.
Yeah, the Three Musketeers. What's going on here?
Well, what could those possibly have to do with each other?
Trust me,
There's
there's more to this classic tale
It really does. There are so many layers
than meets the eye.
to uncover.
So let's unpack it.
Okay.
The Three Musketeers is at its heart.
Welcome to Witter. Who Has Time to Read? The podcast that brings deep dives for busy minds. Listen to AI hosts Jane and Dane and get ready to unpack the world's most captivating books in just a fraction of the time. Whether commuting, working out, or just squeezing in a quick break, we deliver key insights, thought-provoking themes, and takeaways you can carry into your day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Plus, use our links in the description to purchase this book. Your support helps us bring more engaging book discussions to you. Listen and follow us wherever you get your podcasts. Who has time to read? You do, with Witter.
Welcome to Witter, deep dives for busy minds. We're spending this month celebrating Black History Month
Great.
with a series that's going to be looking at some powerful stories and voices that help us understand the Black experience.
Absolutely.
And this week, we are going back in time
Okay.
with Alexandre Dumas, The Three Musketeers.
Now, you might be thinking Musketeers for Black History Month.
Yeah, The Three Musketeers. What's going on here?
Well, what could those possibly have to do with each other?
Trust me,
There's
there's more to this classic tale
It really does. There are so many layers
than meets the eye.
to uncover.
So let's unpack it.
Okay.
The Three Musketeers is at its heart a swashbuckling adventure set in 17th century France, filled with sword fights and intrigue and camaraderie.
Yeah.
But underneath that, there's a story that's really deeply connected with themes of resilience,
Yes.
ambition,
Yeah.
and the pursuit of justice.
Yeah, all these themes that resonate so deeply with the Black experience.
Absolutely.
About history.
And one of those key connections lies in Dumas's own background.
That's right.
So his father, Thomas Alexandre Dumas, was actually born in Haiti
Yes.
to a Black enslaved woman and a French nobleman.
And despite facing rampant discrimination, he rose to become a distinguished general in the French army.
A general.
Yes.
And that, in and of itself, speaks volumes.
It really does. It's a testament to his incredible courage and determination.
Absolutely.
I mean, think about the odds that were stacked against him.
Yeah, and then Alexandre Dumas inherits this biracial heritage, right? And faces similar barriers in 19th century France.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, can you imagine trying to make it as a writer?
Yeah, to make your mark
in a world
that wasn't built for you.
Yeah, where
opportunities for people of color were incredibly limited.
Yeah.
But you know what? He defied all of those limitations.
He did. He absolutely did.
And rose to become one of the
most celebrated authors.
Yeah, of his time. And The Three Musketeers, with its enduring themes of loyalty, brotherhood, fighting for what's right,
Right.
just captivated readers worldwide.
It became a phenomena.
It did. It became a literary phenomenon.
And it's almost as if he wove his own experiences, his father's struggles,
into the fabric,
into this grand adventure.
Story. And I think it's so powerful because it makes those themes come alive in a way that readers can really connect with.
Yeah, and you see the Musketeers' unwavering loyalty to each other, this brotherhood that's forged in the face of adversity.
Absolutely.
And that it mirrors the strength and solidarity that you find within Black communities. Throughout history.
It's about that shared experience of overcoming challenges together.
Yeah. And even take, like, D'Artagnan.
Okay.
The young protagonist from Gascony, right?
Right.
Arrives in Paris full of dreams.
Full of hope and ambition.
And immediately he's hit with this wall of prejudice and skepticism.
Exactly.
He's viewed as an outsider because of where he comes from.
Because of his background. And that, that resonates with the experience of countless Black individuals who've had to navigate a world that judges and dismisses them.
It's just based on
their race or origin. It's as if their background becomes this insurmountable barrier.
Right. And yet, like so many Black trailblazers,
he refuses
to be defined by those limitations.
He's not going to let that stop him.
And he proves his worth through bravery.
Swordsmanship, yeah.
Swordsmanship, that unwavering determination.
And ultimately
earns the respect of his peers.
Mm-hmm.
And he
gets for himself.
Yeah, in the society that initially tried to shut him out.
It's like he forces them to see him.
Yeah, and this theme of resilience, of overcoming adversity through just sheer willpower and talent.
Through grit.
It's central.
It's at the heart.
To both Dumas' own life story and to the broader narrative of Black history.
Absolutely.
It's just this incredible story.
It's a story of individuals and communities constantly pushing boundaries, breaking down barriers, refusing to be silenced or marginalized.
It's inspiring.
It's so inspiring.
And it makes you think about how these seemingly
timeless tales
can actually offer us valuable insights into
the human experience.
Regardless of your background or the time you live in.
Yeah, they transcend those boundaries.
Absolutely. And we're just scratching the surface.
They really are.
As we dig deeper into the Three Musketeers,
there's so much more to discover.
We'll uncover even more parallels and connections that illuminate the Black experience in ways that you might never have imagined.
It's going to be fascinating.
So stick around as we keep going on our deep dive.
Yes, don't go anywhere.
Into the Three Musketeers and see how this story...
This classic tale
speaks to the power of resilience.
The importance of community.
And that ongoing fight for justice and equality.
It's a fight that continues today.
It absolutely does.
And these stories help us understand the context of that fight.
Absolutely. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Witter. You know, before we go any further with the Three Musketeers, I want to highlight a really pivotal moment in Dumas' own life that actually ties in directly with a big theme in the book, betrayal.
That's a great point. I think we often focus on the adventure, the heroism, all that.
The swashbuckling.
Yeah. But betrayal plays a huge part.
It shapes their journey.
In shaping the whole story.
Yeah.
So what specifically in Dumas' life are you talking about?
Well, remember how we were talking about his father, General Thomas Alexandre Dumas?
Right, this distinguished,
incredible figure
in the French army.
He rose through the ranks despite facing prejudice and discrimination, achieving remarkable victories. I mean, the odds were stacked against him, but he persevered. But then Napoleon Bonaparte came to power.
Oh, wow.
And he basically abandoned General Dumas, leaving him stranded in a foreign prison.
Oh, that's awful.
Where he tragically died.
It's heartbreaking.
It really is.
And it's also a reminder of the systemic racism and betrayal that, Black individuals have faced throughout history. Even when they've done amazing things, served their countries honorably.
It makes you wonder if Alexandre Dumas, when he was writing about the Musketeers' struggles, their constant battles.
Against these huge, powerful forces.
Yeah, and the betrayal. From people they thought they could trust. Right. He was drawing on those experiences.
That's a really compelling connection.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
It adds this whole other layer.
Of depth.
It's not just fighting for justice. It's also this personal pain.
It's personal.
Yeah.
It's the struggle for recognition.
In a system.
that's designed to keep you down.
Yeah, that's rigged.
Yeah.
And this theme of betrayal.
It pops up.
It pops up everywhere.
Throughout the novel.
Yeah, think about their relationship with Cardinal Richelieu.
Oh, yeah.
This powerful figure who seems to support them at first.
He seems like he's on their side.
But then
you realize he's just using them for his own political gain.
It's a constant reminder
that
those in power can't always be trusted. And even those who seem like allies
they might have
their own agenda, ulterior motives, absolutely.
And that resonates again with
it echoes the experiences
so many Black communities
who've been let down time and time again.
Broken promises,
betrayals from people in positions of authority.
It highlights that need
for vigilance.
To be vigilant.
And to constantly challenge those systems of power that are perpetuating inequality.
And let's not forget about Milady de Winter.
Oh, Milady.
Yeah.
One of the most fascinating characters.
One of the most interesting characters in the book, right?
Yeah.
She's often shown as an antagonist.
Right.
But her story...
But when you look closer...
Also one of resilience.
Resistance.
Yeah, even though it's through
Through some maybe morally questionable means.
Questionable means, yeah. She's a master manipulator. Right?
Oh, absolutely. A master manipulator.
Driven by this desire for revenge.
Yeah, she wants to get back
against the society.
Yeah, those that
wronged her.
Who have wronged her.
And yeah, her methods, they may be iffy.
Yeah.
But it comes from a place of injustice.
It's that deep-seated sense of injustice. Refusal to be silenced.
And it makes me think about how historically Black individuals and communities have had to kind of navigate these oppressive systems.
Right, and fight for their rights.
You see, using sometimes these unconventional tactics.
Well, unconventional, but necessary.
Because when those traditional avenues for justice are blocked,
you have to find other ways.
You have to find another way.
To make your voice heard.
Exactly.
It's about survival.
Yeah.
It's about reclaiming power.
In a world that's trying to
deny you that power.
And Milady's story, even though it's fictional, still echoes.
It echoes those real
life struggles of people who have been pushed to the margin.
Yeah, and forced to fight.
For their existence.
For their very existence.
It's complex.
It is complex.
It's a very nuanced issue.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how Dumas explores these themes through this really captivating story.
Right. He doesn't shy away.
From
those moral ambiguities.
Yeah.
He makes us think about.
It makes us confront it.
Yeah. The complexities of power, of justice.
Yeah.
Of what it means to be human.
And connecting those themes back to the Black experience.
Right. It gives us
a deeper appreciation, I think.
A deeper appreciation for the resilience, for the ingenuity, the unwavering spirit that has defined Black history.
Throughout
the ages. It's remarkable.
It's recognizing that fight for justice and equality is a journey.
It's a long journey.
It's long, it's hard, it's filled with setbacks. Betrayals, yeah.
Difficult choices.
But it's also a story of...
You
go right away.
Courage, determination,
yeah.
And this unwavering pursuit...
Of a better
world. That's what keeps us going.
Welcome back to Witter. As we wrap up our look at the Three Musketeers, I'm really struck by how this, kind of straightforward adventure story has led to such a thought-provoking discussion.
It really has.
About resilience, betrayal, the fight for justice.
All within the context of Black history.
Yeah, in the context of Black history. It's really fascinating.
It is, and it speaks to that power of literature to transcend time and connect with us on all these different levels.
Yeah. And it reminds us that even these classics that we think of as part of this dominant narrative.
Right, exactly.
Can offer these really surprising insights.
Yeah, they can provide new perspectives.
Into more marginalized experiences.
It's all about how we approach those texts.
Yeah, it's about approaching them with a fresh perspective.
Asking new questions, being open to those different layers of meaning.
Yeah, those layers of meaning that they hold.
And one thing that's really emerged for me through this conversation is just the crucial importance of representation, seeing yourself reflected in literature, in art, in history. It's so crucial for building that sense of belonging.
Yeah.
And validating people's experiences.
Yeah, it makes me think about the impact this book might have had on Black readers back in Dumas' time, even today.
Absolutely.
To see these themes, resilience, brotherhood, fighting for what's right, playing out in this huge adventure story.
Yeah, written by someone who truly understood their struggles.
Yeah, someone who got it.
It must have been incredibly powerful.
And it really underscores...
It highlights...
that need for diverse voices.
In literature.
Past
and present.
When we broaden our reading lists.
When we include more authors.
From
different backgrounds, different cultures. We enrich our understanding of the world.
We create a more
inclusive, a more equitable...
Yeah, inclusive and equitable.
Literary landscape.
Yeah.
It's recognizing that everyone's story matters. Every story deserves to be told.
Yeah.
And these stories, they can inspire us.
They can connect us.
Yeah, they can educate us.
In really powerful ways.
In ways that we may not have even imagined.
So, as we close our deep dive into the Three Musketeers, I want to leave everyone with some questions.
Okay, I love this.
What other classic works are out there that might give us these unexpected insights?
Yeah, into the Black experience. What are we missing?
Yeah.
What contemporary Black authors are writing stories that speak to you today?
Right. And how can we all play a part in raising those voices?
Yeah, amplifying those voices.
Making sure that we're creating a literary world that really reflects the diversity of human experience.
That richness and diversity of human experience, it's so important.
So thank you all for joining us on this deep dive into the Three Musketeers.
It's been a pleasure.
We hope this has kind of inspired you to look at literature through a new lens.
Absolutely, to think outside the box.
Yeah, to seek out stories that broaden your understanding of the world.
To keep exploring and to keep the conversation going.
Absolutely. Keep reading, keep exploring, keep that conversation going.
Until next time, happy reading.